Hey everyone. So I have been getting a number of questions about slideshows. It's that time of year where everybody loves to take their videos and put them into a slideshow. Um, and so I've been getting questions like, Cara, hey, what is your favorite way to do a slideshow? And I'm going to show you my favorite free way to do a slideshow. So there are other services out there, like I pay for one called Animoto that is really good that makes slideshows for me. Adobe Spark is really good, but they only do up to like, I think it's 25 pages. So that's not a lot of slides. So my favorite free is iMovie, which is on our computers in the district. So I'm going to show you guys how to walk through that. So I've already taken all the photos that I wanted and they're in my downloads right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up iMovie. And then from here, you're going to do up in the top left-hand corner, you're going to do create new. And you're going to click movie. And it's going to bring up this screen, okay? So here it is. It's My Movie 7, so I have nothing in here. So I clicked on My Movie 7. There's nothing in here right now. I need to get my photos. So the way you get your own photos is you import media. So media could be photos, it could be videos. So I can click here, or I can click, if you follow my mouse up here, I could click this down, this arrow. It seems like download, but it's actually import media. It's kind of interesting. I could also do, I think it's modify or insert. I think there's up here, is up right here, file, import media. So there's 3 different ways that you can import media. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'm going to double click it. And it is actually in this folder, Disney characters. So I am going to click on the first one that I want. And then scroll down to the last one that I want, which is right here. And I'm going to click Shift and click on it. So that way it highlights every single one of them. So I could have done it piece by piece, but I clicked on the first one, scrolled to the bottom, and then I did Shift. And now I'm going to import selected. And it's going to bring them up so we can see them. So this is my daughter at Disney with all her characters. Okay. So it's just kind of making your thumbprint. So now I need to, if you say here, drag and drop video clips and photos from the browser above to start creating your movie. So I'm going to do the kind of the same thing. I'm going to click on the first one. I'm going to scroll to the last one because I know I want them all. And I am going to do Shift and click on that last one. And then I'm going to click that plus button right there. I can drag it, but I can also just click the plus button. And it's going to add them all down here to the timeline. It's a coming. Oh, maybe not. Let's try it again. Just drag them down. There we go. Okay, wanted me to drag them. Sometimes when you click the plus, it'll come down. So right here, I already have a pretty good slideshow. I'll show you. Okay. She was very shy. So here we go. You have a great slideshow. So the different things that you can do from here. One, you could add transitions in between, okay? So I could add a transition, and these are my different transitions, and I would take them and I would drag it down in between, and now it would do something funky in between each photo. So if I push play, so it's doing that. There's no way to do like bulk do transitions. You have to put one in between. When I'm doing a slideshow, I actually like to mix it up and do like all of these. Like I'll put this one here and this one here and this one here and this one here because it keeps the eye interesting. Also, so we have this funky thing going on that you see that it like starts and it moves. That's called the Ken Burns effect. So if you don't like that, what I did was I just clicked on the first one. And then I did Command A to get all of them. And you go up here, right here to this cropping tool. And when you go in, the Ken Burns effect is the one that makes it move. I could just say crop to fit, or I could just do fit, which is the whole thing. So if you do fit, then it's just every photo is just going to be the photo and then a transition and then a photo and a transition and a photo and the transition. If you like the Ken Burns, or if you wanted it only for a couple, you could put it back on. And then within the Ken Burns, what you see is there's two boxes. One is the beginning box and one is the ending box. So you can tell it where you want it to start and where you want it to end. That's the only tricky thing with Ken Burns is sometimes it doesn't pick the best part of the picture, so you have to go in and do it yourself. So let's say I want them, let's say I'm going to do this, but if I click on here, you'll see it's 3.5 seconds. That's a long time. Maybe I don't want it for 3.5 seconds. So maybe I want to I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to come up here to information and I'm going to change it to just 2 seconds and see if I like that. And I can go through and 2 seconds is a little bit better. And then there's my transition. You can do the same thing. You can do Command A and grab all of them and go up here to the I duration and put in 2 seconds for every single picture. And now each picture is only 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds. So you can do that. You can add titles. So at the beginning, I could click on my titles, and these are all the different types of titles. And I could bring it down like here and say, and then you actually come up here to type. You do class of 2019, 2020. So you could do that, and it's going to come across the screen and then eventually go away. Some people like to use this background instead. So they want to sit there and they can take a curtain. So I went to backgrounds and clicked on curtain and put it at the front. And so now it's going to give me that. And then maybe I'm going to move this over here. So if you saw what I did there, so now I can go like this, class of 2019, 2020, and it's just on that, and then the pictures. So that's how you put that all together. Then let's say that I wanted some music. So I could import music. When I do import media, I could go and I could grab a song that I have on my computer. I could also just pick one of the songs. So they have some nice ones. That's a little, I think this is the one I like, playful. That's always cute. So I can take the playful and I can add it down and maybe have it start here and it will go. It's only 1 minute long. So if I wanted another one, I could put it in. And so now I'm going to get my beginning here. And here we go. Class of 2019, class of 2020. So that's the basics. So how to put the photos in. You can do transitions in between. You can change the length that the photo's up there. You can move them around. I could pick this up and say, I can actually move it like this. So if I want to mix them up a little, you don't want like 5 of the same kid next to each other. You can move them all around. And you can have the audio. I can decrease the audio. I can lift up the audio right there as I'm grabbing that line. And then when I feel like I'm all done, I go up here and I click this share button in the top right-hand corner. And I do file. And then I sit there and I rename it Slideshow. And then next, I send it to my desktop. So I would send it to my desktop, save, and it would send it to my desktop. It is going to take time to what they call render. They have to put all those pieces together. Because as far as iMovie is concerned, there is a front page and then a picture and a picture and a picture and a picture and an audio and all these pieces. So it's going to take time to push it together. So rendering a video can take anywhere from like 15 minutes to an hour, depending how long. So I'll just like make sure my computer is pretty charged or plugged in, render it, walk away. And what's going to happen, I'm going to show you. What's going to happen is you get this little pizza up here and it starts to fill in and show you how far. And if I click on it, show activity, it tells me it's exporting my movie 7 and it's writing it. And what happens is it starts to fill in, and then it'll be on your desktop. And then from there, you can put it into Google Drive. We can talk about how the best way to share it. So 2 hours and 24 minutes right now. My Wi-Fi is a little bad right now. So you see the time's going down though. Usually anywhere from 15 minutes to 1 hour. I hope this was helpful. So this is some overview. If you need anything, just reach out to me and ask. This was just a quick little way to show you how to do it. You can also do it on your iPad as well. It's a little bit easier, but not as many bells and whistles. I hope this helps. Bye.